In the new world order of corporate America, employees' emails and their every move are being tracked. But it's not always for the reasons you think. WSJ reporter Kelsey G joins us now with more details on this. Hi, Kelsey. How are you?
How's it going? I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so Big Brother is lurking, huh?
Yeah.
This isn't as sinister as it sounds, though. Some companies don't mind informal conversations at the water cooler if it helps them track how information flows through the office. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really interesting shift in how work takes place these days. People don't do work individually at their desk and then deliver some product magically to their boss. They do work via email and meetings and informal conversations over lunch or over coffee. And so more companies are interested in, okay, which of those conversations help and how do they help information travel throughout the company?
And when it comes to emails, companies aren't necessarily interested in content, but the point A and point B of the emails. What's that?
So it's the sender and the recipient and maybe when or how often they're talking to those people. So it becomes really easy for an employer to look at a map of all the networks amongst all of their employees and to say, this person is sending a lot of emails and not getting any responses back. What's going on? And try to figure out, should we troubleshoot? Should we try to coach this person to send emails with fewer typos or, you know, so that they're more compelling so that people have a reason to respond?
Or should we fire this guy? No.
Right.
Okay, some companies ask employees to wear a badge so they can track their movement across the office?
Yeah, so this one company, BCG, it was really interesting. They had two offices. One was pretty open plan and the other was more traditional, kind of stuffy. And they had employees at both offices wearing these badges to figure out, in a more open plan, are you more likely to talk to more people, like as you would suggest or as you would guess, and does that affect your work, right? Are you more chatty and that makes you less productive? And what they found actually is those people who were chattier in that open plan office actually spent around 5 hours on average less in meetings, in long meetings. Like if I could cut 5 hours worth of meetings from my month or my week, I would give a lot. I think I may even be tracked.
And who are some of the big companies that we would recognize involved?
Yeah, so a lot of companies are doing this at this point. Microsoft is one that does both internal and it's now selling its product to like the 85 million people who use 365 calendar and email products like Outlook. BCG is doing this. IBM has a tool called Expertise, which allows its employees to find one another based on what they blog about on their internal networks.
Okay, wow, okay. Does that run up against privacy concerns?
So all of the companies that I talked to that create this technology were really careful to say, you know, we scrub all the contents of the actual data. So like if they track your chat logs, they're not keeping a file of how often you said something mean about your boss. They're just trying to track who you talk to and how that helps you, whether feel engaged or how that helps you like get information or spread it. And so when they make that pitch to employees to say, this isn't to penalize you or to, you know, to like get dirt on you to bring back during your next performance evaluation. It's just to ensure that you feel connected to your employees. I think it's much easier for bosses and for employees to say, okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay, especially with the productivity gains too. Thank you so much, Kelsey G.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.